Hi there, welcome along. Just doing a quick general read at the moment. It's a beautiful day outside. You know, we still, I suppose, are in the cycle of the Lunasa cycle, which is the harvest and the god Lu and the bounty and, of course, the empress. So, very aware of that at the moment, I suppose. Yesterday I was gardening and there was all these seeds flying everywhere, from wildflowers to trees, little helicopters, and I thought, oh wow, look at that, so beautiful. So, you know, it's very beautiful at the moment. So it is a time of the celebration, the gathering and the harvest. That's in the big wheel of the year kind of thing. So how I read is you're either moving away from something or moving towards something, you know, that you want, or something you no longer want. So it wouldn't be the classical way or the other way people read tarot cards, as in this will happen or something bad will happen. These are states to hold. This is the general collective at the moment. So much going on in the world, so much going on for people, right? So the central card, look, again, you see it, there it is, oh yeah, 6. I'm sitting behind my big apple tree, and if you hear a thud, it's the apples falling. It's a really old tree, what a lovely sound. Okay, 6 of Swords, moving on. Just over halfway point in all the stations, moving on, gathered up the swords. Okay, really getting rid of what's not working, what's not necessarily necessary, just kind of making a plan and making an act, like in terms of action, moving forward. So there could be practical elements to that. Very nice card, I quite like it. And then it's covered by the the 7 of Pentacles. So you have the 6 and then the 7. There he is, like out here in the garden, hard work, keeping on, has built up a certain amount of coins, has been working well over the halfway point, has got confident and competent within that process, and it seems to be going well. Very nice. So they're all that kind of just over the halfway point, you know, moving on with things. So the conscious mind at the moment, really beautiful. Major Arcana, the sun. So here we are, it's a sunny day, it's so beautiful. The boy on the white horse, that personification of beauty and bounty, all the lovely things, very special. So, you know, keeping tuned in to that frequency and energy, especially at the moment, really, really good. It's very special because it's Major Arcana. Subconscious mind. Okay, we're down to the 5s. 5 of Wands, conflict. So, you know, there is a lot of conflict at the moment, and it would be kind of initiating a response in people's subconscious minds in relation to conflict, resolving things, how they feel about things, how they want to deal with things. So, pretty good. In here at the moment, but in the process of moving out, Page of Wands, very nice, up to the royal house. Spiritual, earthy, capable, confident. It has been around at the moment. It's been a great help. You know, a new level, but keeping it real and keeping it steady. Coming in now, this is for the collective. So, okay, we do have the Tower, Major Arcana, big card. So that means a huge amount of realizations for people, sudden, fast realizations of what no longer serves, what's not working, what doesn't suit, what not interested in anymore at all. and quickly kind of going, okay, you know what, I'm really done with that. Or I now know this, so therefore I'm done with that. Okay. The next card then is another major arcana. You see, from here on in, it's quite, an intense phase, let's say. So we have Judgment there, the angel blowing the trumpet, Gabriel. This is a time where, from falling from the tower, coming to the new realization, very serious high-level judgments made. These would even be to do with the higher self, celestial realms. It's big stuff. So it is like this process. It's also an archetypal process, a very big archetypal process that I think people are being kind of forced to go through at the moment. And the next then, so that position was the big self, I call it. Then the next position is the environment. It is Death, major arcana, bold, the pale horse. The death of what is old, not working, which is like the tower. These are all very kind of interconnected. What's not working, what no longer suits. Now it is the death of that. Those ways. And a lot of it could be in the environment. So say you came to a realization in the tower, you made your huge big kind of spiritual judgments about what it was that no longer served you, or becoming aware of things as well. And then the death of the old kind of way of consciousness about things, or maybe you've learned new things. So the old kind of concepts have to die as well. Then the beautiful, there she is. We had her page, so we have the Queen of Wands. She's travelled through all the stations up to the Royal House. She has learned all of the different states along the way. Her page has been around. She's around the sunflower, the black cat. This is kind of like a higher state of the divine feminine, peace, tranquility, capability, spirituality, practicality. Oozing that. Very, very helpful states at the moment to counteract all of this. So it's kind of bringing it back to the pure essence, a very good essence. So that's lovely in hopes and expectations. And it is crazy, but I have to cover this card. There we are, what days we reside in. Another major arcana. So you have like all of these major arcanas. You have the Tower major arcana, Judgment major arcana, Death. There's she's not a major arcana, but she's as high as can go before you become a major arcana. Queen of Wands. And there we are. The Lovers, which is a major choice. Huge, big archetypal choice, and it's balancing the male and female, but it's big stuff in a big realm, and it can include balancing the male and female in oneself and self-love. Some would say it may intimate you'd meet somebody, but I think intrinsically a lot of these things are the state of balancing oneself and developing self-love. But it's a big thing. It's going to be happening in a big way. I think if people travel through these, then that will be reached. But it's big energy. Okay, so there we are. Really a lot going on. There's a lot of building going on, moving away from going on. The bounty of the sun, the blessing of the sun. There. Sorting out conflict in the subconscious mind. Page is there, new beginning, new start, new plans, but he's on his way out but it's prepared all the way for what's coming, which is the Tower, the Judgment, the death of the old beliefs. The Queen is there to help along. Excuse me. And finding a state of balance, and self-love. This is the process, I suppose, that people are possibly having to go through at the moment. So if you are moving towards something or away from something, it's a really good time to kind of clear out and organize one's thinking and judgment and tune into the frequency of the divine feminine and the Queen of Wands, more earthy, spiritual, practical, the sunflower. This is the time. This is the time of the bounty, the empress, and the harvest and the celebration. So there you go. I hope that helps. Sitting out here, I'll just turn a bit so that you can see. Here we are. Cattle are at the front there. They were looking in earlier going, oh, what's all that? So yeah. Okay. And the machines that you can hear are the gathering up of the harvest. So this is the time. Okay. Bye. Take care.